What's just happened there tonight, and then obviously last night at Tynecastle, these feel like massive moments.
Honestly, monumental few minutes, wasn't it? Really, I mean, it did seem that way, because I think at one each at Celtic Park. I'm not saying that Celtic's challenge is over, but it's been severely dented. I mean, I actually think not winning tonight's game 4 or 5-0 actually dents Celtic's title challenge. When we talk about Hearts sneaking ahead again, because I think this was a game Celtic should have been winning 4 or 5-0. And by the way, it could be 4 or 5-0 in the first 15 minutes here. But they don't. Once again, the same feelings all season. They don't take their chances. I just wrote there now. Never mind the Ox. I mean, Celtic couldn't hit a cue in the backside with a banjo. Again, you just know them. Teams don't take their chances. It only takes one opportunity. And Livingston hung tough. I mean, listen, fair play to them. They dug in. I mean, they rode their luck. The goalkeeper, Jerome Pryor, had a brilliant game. 4 or 5 great saves. And then they get a penalty for, an absolute gift of a penalty kick. Hatate, who, listen, I've been critical of him on this programme a few times. Again, tonight, really careless, and the ball's dropped in the box, and he's not even looking over his shoulder, and he tries to volley it away, but Robbie Muirhead's standing behind him, and he just volleyed into him. And you think, it's just careless, reckless, almost a lazy challenge, and it's at Livingston score, and all of a sudden it's panic stations. And I've got to say, Celtic didn't really look like scoring. A bit like the game against Dundee at the weekend, didn't really create an awful lot after that point. Having been really good in the first half and get a lot of chances, they dried up. Martin was throwing nothing at it. And he brings on Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's a massive roar. And you're thinking, could this guy become the hero? It's a big ask. He's not played for nearly a year. And then he gets the opportunity, he cuts inside, and he goes. It's absolutely sensational. And that's the quality he's got. And what a start from him. Instant hero status. And like you said, he's rescued. They're not being too dramatic, but it's almost rescued Celtic's title hopes tonight.
Well, the whole thing's, and then of course, on a night of incredible stories, it's a player that's on loan from Celtic who scores the goal at Motherwell, which flips the whole thing round again. It's just astonishing. This season is the season that keeps on giving, Mick. But Rangers being 1-0 up so early on in the night, it looks like it's going to be a good night for Rangers. When Livingston get the equaliser, it's, I think a big moment. And for everything to then switch again in the space of just a few minutes at the end, and for Stephen Welsh to get the goal, it's extraordinary, isn't it? It's just an extraordinary set of circumstances.
I didn't even know it was Stephen Welsh that got the goal. So we only got the word through at the end here, and we're frantically bashing laptops at that point. Just to add another twist to the evening. So just show that it has been an utterly bonkers season, hasn't it? And incredibly, listen, I still think Celtic are still hanging in there. Martin Neal has got, you've got, I don't know if he's a genius or he carries some out of luck. He really has got the kind of Midas touch. You looked at, we got a start before the game. This is his 200th league game in charge of Celtic across his now 3 spells. This is his 164th win. He's only lost 15 league games in his 3 spells. That's now 10 since he come back twice this year. 9 wins and 1 draw. These are numbers that are incredible. For a guy who doesn't like his data and his stats, those stats are unreal. But how they're doing it and how it looks on paper and how it's actually happening is a completely different thing, because at the moment it's by hook or by crook. But he seems to be pulling it off. So
the thing is, Mike, as well, Celtic now, so this was when the spotlight was really on what happens in the Edinburgh Derby, how the Rangers go at Fir Park, and then the two of them go at each other at Ibrox on Sunday. So the spotlight was on them, and I think the sort of assumption would be that Celtic have got to take care of business. They're playing the 2 teams at the bottom of the table. They've got to take 6 points from these games. If they don't, then you start to have serious doubts about their ability to go the distance this season. But now, tonight as well, another kind of side kind of show of this incredible season is that Kilmarnock have scored 4 goals again. Beat St Mirren 4-3. That's their second home win in a bounce. And Celtic don't like Rugby Park. So that becomes, it's Sunday. Sunday afternoon's just going to be crazy.
Aye. Thankfully it's in the afternoon. I've not got this deadline over me. That's the only good thing. At least if it does go a bit chaotic, we've got time to breathe. But yeah, like you say, I mean, this week we're all talking about Hearts and Rangers and how they got on this week. And I think Celtic, everyone assumed that Celtic would just go and get the 6 points as they had to. But if it did not get 3 points tonight, I think it would have been catastrophic in terms of the because people talk about this tough run of games coming up. To drop points this week would have been a disaster for Celtic. There's no getting away from that.
Yeah.
As I say, I still think this is the night they might. I mean, it'll be framed as a relief, a great win. I think it was an opportunity missed to go and get some goals because the goal difference isn't great for Celtic in terms of Rangers and Hearts especially. This should have been after half an hour. You're thinking this should be a 4 or 5-0 job. Cut that gap within the real goal difference and get back to kind of parity. Opportunity missed, but it then becomes just get the 3 points, and they just got the 3 points eventually to death. But Celtic, they can't keep this up. They need to raise the performance levels over 90 minutes. It might be that Oxlade-Chamberlain is going to be the key to it. I certainly think he's going to have to be for Celtic because Engels limped off in the first half. Call me a cynic, but after the 20 million move didn't work out in the very first game. Listen, maybe I'm a bit maybe I'm a bit cynical, but maybe tipped over a pitted lip. Maybe I don't know. But Rio Hatate comes on, and Hatate was not great. It was not great. It was. I mean, his form has gone off a cliff this last wee while. Tonight it was as poor as I've seen him, and not even notwithstanding the penalty kick. So that leaves Oxlade-Chamberlain now. When you look at Pillar Bernardo, forgot about not involved again. I think Oxlade has got to hit the ground running. So that goal will give him a massive boost, and Celtic need him to be at that level now for the rest of the season. I think because they can't rely on Hatate. We don't know how Engels is going to be in terms of fitness.